Hello, everyone. This is the Abundance Oracle on Labor Day weekend. It's Saturday, I think. It's been a crazy day. Just yesterday, even, my daughter came home and brought, I want to say all her friends, but it was really only three girls. So it seems to me like a lot because I'm the one that gets to be the dad and the mom. Barbecued grill with the pork chops as well, barbecued ribs, I should say. I also had the corn on the cob and chopping up the watermelon instead of slices. It could have been easier, right, in slices. I wasn't thinking. Anyway, it's so wonderful when you have kids come back home. This is the Abundance Oracle. I forgot to say, please like and subscribe and let me know your thoughts. How was your Labor Day weekend? It's just starting out, basically. And yesterday, I didn't get to have a conversation with you, but yesterday I thought my deal in that I'm working on was going to fall through. And then today I said, okay, you need, because the person I'm buying it from is a friend, and I said, I need to actually call him and say, this may not be coming through after all, which is hard to do because then it's like my fault the deal's not coming through, even though he's got a contingency he's got still to fill as well. So anyway, I did it. I manned up, even though I'm a woman. Do you call it woman up? Or what is it when you're a woman? Still, it feels like you manned up. That's the proper sentence to say. And pulled my big girl pants on and said, okay, I have something to tell you. I may not be getting the loan. They said I have to put 35% down, and I can't do that because that will make the loan too big. All right, next I find out that they didn't count a portion of my income in the calculations. And I guess the mortgage, not appraiser, mortgage processor was new and didn't quite understand how to calculate in real estate investors' assets and sales, et cetera, versus someone that, a single family that just owned one house. Okay, so now I'm back in the game again until Tuesday. So I have to tell you, always do what's right. Just always do what's right, and you'll make it work out somehow. And even if for some reason I do not get this wonderful place, there always can be something else. So keep your fingers crossed for me, prayers if you do prayers, and we'll see. Did you see that Zillow, too much of a real estate conversation, I'm sorry, but did you see Zillow just refined or revised, I think it was more of, their outlook for real estate? And that was as of yesterday, so I didn't get the news until this morning. And most of it is more optimistic for a lot more of the United States. And it's got to be because Powell last week basically said they might end up lowering interest rates, which doesn't necessarily mean that mortgage rates will come back down. However, I think it bolsters people's hope. And that the administration is working on getting rid of someone that falsified, I guess you're going to say, their documentation, not just on one house, but the second house they had, they said, the first house they said it was their primary house, and the second house 4 months later she said was her primary house. And now we come to find out that there's three houses that she was declaring it was her primary residence. And when it's your primary residence, which is what I'm going to be doing, moving my primary residence actually, you get a lower interest rate when it's your primary residence. And for me, going to a state on my tax advisor's insistence now, after last year recommending it. This year it's more of an insistence that I move to a state without state tax. So that's what I'm working on right now, getting a place without state tax. So here we go. Thank you for listening to me babble on and on. As you see, my schedule has been erratic for the past, really, it feels like 2 months. So let me just share more real estate information for you, because you yourself might one day choose to make money out of real estate, especially if you're going to be retired. So I'm working now on changeover season, which is the end of summer to start the fall. So I have all the lease renewals, 1, 2, 3, 4, for my guest cottage, my nanny apartment, and the front deck house overlooking the water. And then I also have in my main house, I'll take 3 people on as renters. I have one gentleman who's already, before he even left for the summertime, he already said he's coming back in September. So that makes it down to only 2 more people I can take. And I met the most wonderful, charming young lady, was hoping. And I just heard from her right before I started this video that she found a place closer to work. Darn! She was fabulous. So anyway, so I have 2 openings, and I did get another application. So I have to go through that application. I can't have the lawyer check it out until Tuesday, I guess, because Monday's a holiday. So I'll do my own research, but in the same time, the lawyer does the official credit check and background check, which is very important. I live in a area that is vacation, I'm going to say. So a lot of people, like in the town I'm in, 80% of the people leave and go back to their residential house and not their summer house. And then over the winter, you have the crowd of people that stay year round with the kids going back to school and everything else. And it's a different crowd. They're the ones that are really taking care of the year-round type of things, like working at the restaurants, helping at the gas station, construction people, landscaping people. So it's a different crowd than those hoity-toity people that we love that come just for the summer. So anyway, that's what I'm working on right now. So I've got a lot of, as I said to my new landscaper, who's really a wonderful guy trying to build up his business. I said, it's like juggling a lot of balls at once. And then I said, actually, it's not. Running real estate is more like being that guy in the circus that spins a plate and gets it going fast and goes to the next one and spins that plate and then is on the 3rd plate when he notices, got to go back to the first one and get it going again. Nope, this one I didn't spin hard enough, going here. You see the insanity? That's what it's like sometimes, most of the time for me. But you have to love that pace and love what you're up to and really like building a net worth or an estate for yourself, and really generational wealth. Is I'm now really not working for myself. I'm working for my kids to help them out. So anyway, I love you all. I know this was a lot of babble today, but it was very useful lesson I learned in that I was about ready to throw in the towel until I got a call to say, nope, we're going to ask special permission because the regular mortgage processor didn't understand your income tax returns. Okay, first time out, then I'm in. And the next you may hear from me is, it may not go through again. And you know what? Whatever happens will be perfect. I'll make something else happen. It's all a learning process, especially in real estate, all learning. Old dog, new tricks. Makes it worthwhile. Love you tons. I hope you're learning a lot of new tricks and having fun and maybe a little barbecue for yourself. It might be the last seasonal barbecue that you're having. I don't know. Are you? I'm trying to think of who's in any cold weather. I don't know anybody. If there's somebody watching that's cold weather, let me know that you live in maybe Alaska or something. My personal coach is living in Alaska right now, and I'm thinking, how can a man that lives in Alaska understand what happens down in the lower states? I don't know. He's fabulous. Anyway, all right. Love you all. Sorry to babble on and on. The next video, I will pick a topic and try to stick with it. Oh, I hear you saying it. It probably isn't possible that she sticks with a particular topic, but it will be. Okay. Love you. Have a fabulous rest of the weekend, at least maybe tonight when nobody's awake anymore. Maybe tonight I can pull off more of a conversation. You might be interested in 1031 exchanges, especially if you're in the older side, so I might be able to explain that a little bit further than I have in the past. Okay, love you all. Bye-bye. Please like, subscribe, and share. Love ya.